Normally when there is an umbrella out during the girls' golf sectional round, it's to shield from the wind and the cold, but this fall it's to provide cover from the October heat. Springbrook Golf Course welcomes golfers from our 6 local schools, with Waubonsie Valley hosting the sectional in honor of longtime head coach John Farnan, who is retiring after the season. The 4 Waubonsie qualifiers look to take advantage of the familiarity of their home course. On the first hole, senior Hannah Lee makes a nice chip onto the green and towards the pin as she ends her Warrior career with a score of 91. Freshman teammate Alyssa Straub sinks a par putt from about 10 feet, a great shot, but Straub's season comes to an end with a round of 96. Neuqua Valley has one representative in the sectional in Malar Anand. She unleashes a great second shot that powers onto the edge of the green from the fairway. Despite the display of power, Anand is unable to make the state cut with a score of 99. Naperville Central senior Ashika Patel buries a solid putt for par on the opening hole. Her 18-hole score of 81 is right on the cut line, keeping her dreams of state qualification alive. Teammate Mae Binkowski hangs around the cut line for most of the day, but comes up short after a solid round of 89, bringing her Red Hawk career to a close. Over to the 9th hole green, where St. Charles North has 2 golfers near the top of the leaderboard. Kayla Bew finishes tied for second with a 75, while fellow sophomore Abigail Gizowitz is heading to state with a round of 77. Also heading to state is Plainfield East sophomore Taylor Miller. She nearly chips in from the 9th hole green and ends her day with a 77. Regional and DBC individual champion Addison Saganek from Naperville North hits a par on the 9th green as the senior remains in the hunt for one of the 10 individual state spots. Waubonsie Valley junior Minna Sham is heading back to state for a 3rd straight season as she puts her shot onto the green on hole number 9. The Warrior guarantees that Coach Farnan will head to state one final time thanks to a round of 80. Metea Valley is hoping to make school history by qualifying for state as a team for the first time, as the DVC champion Mustangs are in the hunt entering the final holes. Sophomore Oyuhai Serenen finishes her day on 18 with a tough putt to make bogey, giving her a score of 85 for the sectional. Junior Ashley Jenner finishes out of the top 4 Mustangs in the team total, but her round of 93 would be pivotal to the cause for the black and gold. Senior McKenna Wigfield does a great job getting up and down on the 18th green to end her day with a par. She joins fellow senior Ansley Ellis with a 90 as Metea is neck and neck with the Oswego Co-op for 3rd place and the final state spot. Freshman Maya Shah enters the final hole needing to secure a double bogey or better to clinch her spot at state as an individual and keep the Mustangs within a stroke of Oswego. After getting stuck in the bunker, Shaw chips from the other side of the green and well past the hole, setting up a long putt to save that double bogey. Sitting beyond 15 feet, Shaw calms her nerves and buries the clutch putt to give her an 80 for the sectional. Metea Valley is now 1 stroke behind Oswego as the co-op wraps up their final holes. The final Oswego golfer is regional champion Allie Wertel, who makes long putt attempts look easy. But the usually unflappable sophomore closes out her round with bogeys on 17 and 18, dropping her into 2nd place overall with a 75 and putting Oswego and Metea into a tie for 3rd at 345. The tiebreaker is decided by the 5th place scorecard from each team, and the 93 from Ashley Jenner beats out the 102 from Mallory Paustenbach. The Mustangs become the first golf program in Metea Valley history to qualify for state. 2 more team state spots are up for grabs, and Benet Academy looks to stake its claim. Raina Masserin just misses out on a nice par on 18, but the senior does a lot to help the Red Wings with her score of 82. Senior Emily Bushy chips in with a 91, while Lauren Bushy is not far behind with a 92. Sophomore Kate Lewis hits a big putt on 18 to close with a par and a round of 90, as Benet is on the brink of program history. Freshman Lauren Goss, who impressed a week ago by finishing as the regional runner-up, continues to perform beyond her years. On the final green, Goss taps in for par to close her round of 75. She finishes in a tie for second, but more importantly, clinches the first team sectional championship in Benet girls golf history with a total score of 338. Plainfield North takes second at 342. There are still state qualifying spots to be decided as individuals. Crystal Lake Central golfer Riley Rudd hits a clutch putt from distance for par to end her day with an 81, which ends up being the score needed to make a playoff to determine the final spots. Addison Saganek is sitting at 81 and needs to hit this par putt on 18 to make the playoff. The attempt has good speed, but the ball slides left of the cup. Saganek's stellar career comes to a close after a round of 82. Over on the 9th hole, Waubonsie Valley junior Sia Sohal needs a bogey to finish with an 81. As rain begins to fall, the Warrior sinks the putt from just under 10 feet to secure her spot in the playoff. 5 girls who shot an 81 in total head to the playoff with 4 spots up for grabs. On the first playoff hole, which is at number 10, Sia Sohal putts for birdie from the fringe and runs the ball all the way to settle close to the pin. Riley Rudd ends up winning the hole with a par to punch her ticket, with the other 4 golfers moving on to another hole. Number 18 serves as the second playoff hole, where Rockford Guilford's Rory Sweet is the only golfer to make par. The freshman earns her qualifying spot, leaving 3 girls to battle for the final 2 spots. After everybody bogeys the third playoff hole, we move to the 4th on number 11. This hole ends up giving the golfer some trouble, but Oswego freshman Giselle Resendez makes her putt for par and moves on, putting pressure on Sia Sohal and Ashika Patel. Patel putts for bogey and needs it to stay alive. The Red Hawk finds the cup, and the final 2 head to hole number 12, with the sun beginning to set. On the 12th green, Patel faces a long par attempt, needing to sink it to keep the pressure on Sohal. The putt is on line but settles just inches shy of the pin as Patel taps in for bogey. That leaves a 5-footer for the Warrior for par and the final state spot. Sohal gets it to go and lets out a sigh of relief, becoming the second Waubonsie golfer moving on to state. A great Naperville Central career for Patel comes up just 1 stroke shy of state. Kylie Sanborn from Plainfield North is the individual champion, with Benet Academy celebrating the girls golf sectional title victory.
It feels extra special because not only were we able to all come together to win regionals, but we're also winning our sectionals as well. And we've won regionals the past 4 years, but to not only win regionals but sectionals also is a very exciting feeling, and we're very happy to go down to state.
Yeah, I'm really excited to go with the team, and I'm excited for the memories we're going to make.
It was actually so much fun. It was just so much wishing and praying right when the other girls were finishing. But yeah, we were all really, really excited that we made it, and yeah, I think it's going to be super fun.
I mean, Coach Farnan he is one of the best coaches ever. He has helped me and Sia so much through our 3 years on our team, and we couldn't have gotten where we are today without him.
I think, yeah, he's so big on us, just letting us play the game, and it just makes the season super fun. And I'm glad, his final year, we were able to host sectionals. You know, we did great at DVC, we did good at sectionals, and now we're being able to move on to state at a course that we were hosting, so.
Yeah, honestly, looking back at it, I'm super happy that I made that putt. I think that hole, I had a good tee shot. I kind of fell apart there at the end just because of the nerves. I knew it was going to be really close. But, yeah, I think that putt was awesome.
Honestly, I feel like for me, sectionals is almost more nerve-wracking than state is, and I feel like we both know the state course pretty well, so I'm high hopes going in.
I think making it to state is definitely more nerve-wracking. Once you're there, it's just I made it, and whatever happens after that.